Hi, this is Olaf. I'm 50 this year. I'm preparing the Ironman World Championships in Kona. We are now 10 weeks away, so it's definitely crunch time. And this is episode 31 of my journey to the Ironman World Champs in Kona and St. George. Alright, so a bit of an update. Training-wise, everything is pretty green. So since last week, I've done good training. On Saturday, I had a 30k run, relatively easy, but it was just like a 4:40 pace. I was on flat in the morning. What's really great is that Theo, my son, who's going to be 20 soon, is here in Martinique with me for the next 6 weeks. So he's going to be he's doing all the run trainings with me, and with some rare exception is able to do everything with me, so pretty impressive. So I'm quite happy with that long run, 2 hours 22 for 30k. Then did my first long ride here, 5 hours on Sunday, which also went well, and I was happy with that. And small spider, and did sort of 182k or so, with quite decent 1,800 meters or so elevation. So quite happy with that. And then this week was pretty much similar to last week. A little bit easier, and a little bit, just tiny bit more volume. So easy run on Monday, easy bike and easy swim. We, in terms of running, we have done on Tuesday 16k as 4 times 3 kilometers. Last week actually I misread the plan. We only did 3 times 3 kilometers, but this week correctly we did 4 times 3 kilometers. They were all around the last two were just under 4-minute pace per kilometer, and the first two were sort of 4:05, 4:06. So quite happy with that, because it felt quite comfortable. And today we did 30 times 400 meters, same as last week, only we had 1 minute rest between the 400s instead of just 20 seconds. So that went well. It was 100 easy every time, 200 fast between 3 and 3:20 pace, and then another 100 easy. So that took like an hour 35 actually, with the 1 minute rest. And on the bike, also so far it's been good. After the long 5 hours on Sunday, I've done, as I mentioned, 2 hours easy on Monday, and then yesterday, instead of 3 hours the week before, I've done 4, all sort of at 180, 190 watts, and I did 6 times 15 minutes at 255 to 260 watts. And what was quite interesting is that I closed the door this time. Last week I had left it open in the gym, aircon on always, but that lowered sort of the humidity from 80 to 60%, and so my heart rate, it was probably a little bit fitter as well than last week, but my heart rate during those 15 minutes efforts at 250 to 60 watts was below 130, whereas last week it was sort of below 140, and it was and the wattage was slightly lower. So happy with that. And swim, also good. I did on Tuesday 20 times 25 and 20 times 50, and yesterday I did the 3 times 10 times 100 meters pull paddles band, all leaving on 135. Also feeling relatively easy. And today I did 5k 5 times 1 kilometers, sort of with various tools. First one was fin, second one was pull, and then pull, and then paddles only, pull paddles band, and pull paddles. And so I'm definitely still, it's always a very fine line. At the moment, I'm definitely on the side of the line where I feel I might not be training hard enough. Everything sort of feels a bit too easy. But I am doing like 26 hours per week, so I'm training a lot, and I'm feeling really good. I've experienced in the past that within sort of 2 days, if you push too hard certain sessions, you end up being on the other side of what feels good, and that's obviously not where you want to be, because then it takes a few days typically at minimum to get back in a good training rhythm and feeling not exhausted. So we are 10 weeks away from Kona. Quite excited, and things are going well. No pains. I went to see the physio for the first time this week, so I'm starting that again on a weekly basis. I have no niggles really at the moment. On the 30 times 400 this morning, I tried my new ASICs, the Metaspeed Sky Plus. That felt pretty good. It's difficult to say, if one is really better than the other shoot, to be honest. But at least I don't have any problems with my toenails, which I have in the Nikes typically, so I'm gonna try those. And didn't fall off the bike. I was lucky at the long ride last Sunday where it didn't rain. It was really nice weather, so hopefully that's gonna be the same this week. So tomorrow, pretty hard bike sessions, and Saturday 2 hours 45. So we'll see. We might be able to do up to 35k, but between 30 and 35. And then on Sunday again, 5 hours at this stage. So making progress, feeling good, and can't wait to train. Can't wait to train more. I'm doing the easy stuff easy enough. So so far so good. All right, finally a few more thoughts for this week. So we are getting into crunch time for sure. As I mentioned last week briefly as well. So we are now 10 weeks out. So the next 6 weeks really are going to be critical. And the last 4 weeks, you're not going to be able to change massively your form. So it's important, not to get sick, not to have any pain, and so this period is really critical. Had another look at the past results, and I reckon because the winning time in St. George was actually quite similar to the winning times in the last Kona editions. So you could argue that maybe Blumenfeld would have gone even faster. But nevertheless, when you look at the difference of times or the winning times, etc., in Kona in my age group as well, compared to the pros, I think my winning time in St. George is sort of equivalent to a top 5, maybe even top 7 in Kona in the past years. So that definitely means that my objective to finish on the podium is still sort of the right one. That's something I feel comfortable with, that I can achieve that. And then, obviously I would like to be a top 3 or even winning. But for that, we still have some work to do. The plan obviously is to be in better form for Kona than I was in St. George. The plan will also be to be just a tiny bit more aggressive. I'm not. Maybe that's not the right mindset to have, but I'm not in a mindset where, you know, I will go for the win, whatever happens, and and if I don't win, then I'm gonna blow up. That's not what I want to do. I want to have a good race. I want to go into a place where I will suffer, where it's going to be hard, but I don't want to be in a mindset where I push the bike so hard that I'm almost guaranteed to blow up. What happened in the past. So that might change, but at the moment the mindset is same as in training, keep it controlled. My plan is to take a little bit more risks than in St.George, and I'm quite confident that I can be in better form as well. It's going to be the biggest Kona ever. It's going to be the almost 3 years of qualifiers are going to be on the start line, so it's going to be a massive field, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be I can't wait. Yeah, so whether it's financially, etc., there's obviously a lot on the line. Prices for the tickets, for the accommodation, all that are massive. So just touch wood, nothing's going to go wrong until we get there. Not taking any risk, not passing cars, etc., when they're at the roundabouts. Just be patient and don't do anything stupid. What else? Maybe one quick thought on the race. There were obviously the Canadian PTO were there. I actually liked it. That was quite nice. Nice entertainment. Obviously amazing that some of the number of guys that blew up on the run. I'm sure you've seen it, but yeah, Blumenfeld, just above the rest. Unbelievable that he's able to gain again over a minute compared to Eden after his cramp. I don't know how this guy does it. When you see him on the bike, I mean, he seems so massive, but just amazing performance from these guys. Obviously the distance also with a slightly longer swim, and then slightly shorter run and bike compared to the 70.3 for the bad swimmers. It's just really, really tough, if not impossible, to really catch up. But even in Kona, given that there are lots of really good bikers, you obviously have more real estate, more time to catch people up. But for Sanders, for example, it's a shitty situation to be in when you have so much time to catch up. And he went hard on the bike, and he didn't make up much time. Great entertainment, great. Was really nice to watch it on TV with here on Eurosport, since we sort of get the European channel. So that's it's always motivating to see these kind of performances, and can't wait again to do more. And just wanted to share these things. I was quite in awe seeing those guys race so fast. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, give me some comments, or give me some suggestions for what else you're interested in now that we are getting in the crunch time of Kona. They just announced as well that the next year Kona is going to be 2 days as well, and lots of qualifying slots. I mean, I'm signed up for Ironman Texas. There's going to be 100 slots there, so that should make for an easy qualification. But in any case, let me know your thoughts or what else you would like to hear about. Thanks for being part of the journey. It helps me, also stay focused and and yeah, keep focused on what's important. So thanks very much, and stay tuned.